Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed. We sift through stacks of info to bring you the real nuggets of knowledge with just enough humor, hopefully, to keep you hooked. Today, we're diving into something. Well, something that hits on a really deep, very relatable fear for so many people starting a new journey.
It's a big one.
Okay, close your eyes for a sec. Really try and picture this. You've just landed in the United States. Maybe it's your first time ever. The energy's buzzing. Right?
Yeah, exciting, but maybe a little intimidating, too.
Exactly. You're excited, but yeah, also a bit overwhelmed. And you're hungry. So you decide, okay, simple task. Groceries.
Right, and seems easy enough.
You walk into one of those massive American supermarkets. Aisles just go on forever. Stuff you don't recognize, signs. Or maybe hard to read.
Been there, definitely.
You finally find what looks like the checkout, and now you're standing there, facing the cashier, a real live American, smiling, waiting.
The moment of truth.
And as you try to speak, you realize the only English words that feel safe, the only ones you can actually grab onto in that moment of, total linguistic panic are, I want this.
Oof, yeah. That feeling.
Your heart starts pounding, right? Thumping away. And a million questions just race through your head. Will they get it? Will they understand me?
Or just stare.
Will they laugh? Oh, God, will they laugh? Can you even survive here? Really get by day to day if your English feels so broken?
That vulnerability, that complete uncertainty, it's intense. Really anxiety-inducing.
It really is. And lots of us have felt that somewhere new, haven't we?
Absolutely. It's not unique.
It's such a widespread concern for English learners, this question of, okay, let's really unpack this. How can you survive, maybe even, thrive in the USA with what people call broken English? And let's be clear what we mean by broken English for this deep dive. We're talking about that common idea, right? Mixing up words, maybe forgetting grammar rules.
Yeah, sentences that just don't sound quite native.
Exactly. And this is the key part. They still carry meaning. You still get the idea across somehow. It's that feeling, though, that self-doubt that your English just isn't good enough.
That feeling of inadequacy is incredibly common. It really is. But the reality on the ground in America, it tells a very, very different story, a much more empowering one, actually.
Okay.
Our deep dive today, it reveals something genuinely surprising for you. In the United States, you don't actually need perfect English. Not to survive, not even to build a good life.
Really? So what do you need then?
What you genuinely need are, three really powerful things, all connected. Confidence, creativity, and a solid strategy. Those are the real magic ingredients.
Confidence, creativity, strategy.
Right.
Okay, that's a crucial distinction, and it sets the stage perfectly for what we're doing today. We're going to explore this step by step, give you a kind of shortcut, a practical guide to not just survive, but actually thrive in all sorts of everyday situations you'll face in the USA.
Yeah, the real world stuff.
Exactly. Think of this as your essential toolkit. We're going to share useful words, phrases you can adapt, and those little cultural tips, things that, honestly, most English textbooks just skip right over. They're too busy with perfect grammar.
They really are. They miss the practical application sometimes.
Right. This isn't just listening. It's about getting knowledge quickly, but getting it thoroughly. Getting those aha moments that can flip that fear into, real confidence.
Precisely. Our aim is to help you unlock that communication potential, to fundamentally shift that anxiety you might feel into a genuine sense of, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
You'll discover that the English you have right now, whatever state it's in, however imperfect you think it is, it's already a much more powerful tool for connection than you probably realize.
It's about using what you've got, not waiting for perfect.
Exactly. Leveraging it now, using it as a stepping stone instead of waiting forever for some perfect fluency that might never feel like it arrives.
Okay, I love that. So let's jump into the first big secret then, what we're calling your magic keys. These essential survival phrases that can just instantly open doors.
the keys to interaction.
You know, it's really interesting when you think about it, this idea that just a few simple phrases, these magic keys, can totally change your whole experience when you're trying to, navigate daily life somewhere new.
Seems almost too simple, right?
Yeah. But we're talking about short, powerful phrases that get you access. In shops, smooth things over in restaurants, help you get directions on a busy street. It's not about mastering complex grammar, is it?
Not at all. It's about being understood, getting
Mhm.
your needs met,
Yeah.
clearly, even if your English is, well, still developing.
Right.
And what's really fascinating here is how often these very simple expressions communicate the most vital part of any interaction,
Yeah.
the genuine intent to connect, to be understood,
Yeah.
regardless of perfect grammar.
The intent.
These survival phrases, they're more than just words carrying information. They're signals. Signals of respect, showing you're making an effort. They're basically open invitations for help.
Ah, okay. So they create a good foundation.
Exactly. A positive foundation.
Yeah.
So even if your language feels limited, people see you as engaging, as someone worth helping.
All right, let's unlock some of these magic keys then. First one. Can you help me, please?
Classic. Essential.
It sounds so basic, right? Almost too simple. But its power is huge. It's short, it's polite, and it just cuts straight to the point. Signals you need something.
Mm-hmm. Clear and direct.
And even if the rest of your English isn't strong, saying this usually makes people stop and, offer help. Think of it like trying to open a tricky lock, and this phrase is the universal key. It just fits most of the time.
That's a great way to put it.
Imagine you're in, say, a crowded bus station, trying to figure out some complicated schedule, tiny print, totally lost.
Yeah, stressful.
Instead of just struggling silently, getting more and more frustrated, you can turn to someone nearby, make eye contact, and politely say, "Excuse me, can you help me, please?"
That simple opener.
Right. And even if you can only point at the schedule after that initial politeness, that direct request, it opens the door. Most people actually want to be helpful. This just gives them a clear, respectful invitation.
Mm-hmm. And if they talk too fast,
Well, then you can use a gesture, a confused look, or, another one of our magic keys we'll get to. It's just a great opener for pretty much any situation where you need a hand.
and following right on from that, a phrase that shows real self-awareness and a proactive desire to engage is, I don't understand. Can you repeat?
Ah, yes.
Crucial.
It's so much more than just asking for repetition. It's a powerful signal that you're making a real effort, that you want to understand.
And people respect that effort, you're saying,
Yeah.
deeply. They respect that persistence, that desire to comprehend much more than perfect grammar. It shows you're actively listening, you're engaged, you're committed to the conversation,
Well,
which are, vital skills in any language.
yeah.
It fosters patience, empathy from the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
It turns a potential communication barrier into like a shared effort, a mutual understanding thing.
Right. And you could probably say things like, "Could you say that slower, please?" too.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Or can you explain that another way if just repeating doesn't work? The key is showing you want to get it.
Okay. My personal favorite, and maybe the most useful one, is "where is."
Ah, the navigator's friend.
Totally. This is your absolute butler friend for finding anything, anyone, anywhere in the USA. Its versatility is just incredible.
And so simple.
Need the restroom? Where's the bathroom? Looking for the bus stop? Where's the bus stop? Trying to find a supermarket? Where's the supermarket?
Just plug in the word.
Exactly. You just slot in the word for whatever you're looking for into that simple structure, and boom, problem solved. This phrase alone can empower you to just move around, find what you need with so much more confidence.
Cuts down that anxiety of being lost.
Totally. That underlying fear of not finding essentials, it's direct, it's efficient, almost always understood, just an indispensable tool for getting around independently.
And beyond just the specific words, you mentioned something key earlier. The nuance of tone and nonverbal communication.
Oh, yeah. Huge.
It's often how you say something, maybe even more than the perfect grammar of what you say. Politeness, for instance. It carries so much weight.
Gets a better response, you mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Better than perfectly structured sentences that sound cold or demanding. Americans, generally speaking, respond better when they feel you're being respectful, friendly, making an effort, even if the sentences aren't perfect. A polite tone can just soften even the most, quote, broken English. Make sure your message lands kindly, with a willingness to help, not confusion or frustration. It's like a universal social lubricant.
That's such a great point. I've seen it happen. I was watching a friend once, pretty new English speaker, trying to ask for directions to some historical place.
Yeah.
He couldn't remember the full name, couldn't even remember the word directions, but he went up to this couple with this big apologetic smile, pointed kind of vaguely down the street,
Hmm.
and in this soft, questioning voice just said, "Old Castle, where please?" Just those few words, that clear intent, that genuine politeness.
And did it work?
Instantly. The
Right.
couple got it right away, smiled back, gestured, gave him simple directions. It worked because of the tone, the smile, the effort.
That's it, the whole package.
And this leads right into the super useful idea of gesture.
Ah, yes. Body language.
Exactly. Just moving your hands, your head, your body to communicate without only using words. If you combine your broken English with gestures like pointing right at what you want in a store
Hmm.
or smiling.
Or a friendly smile, nodding for yes or no,
Yeah.
even miming an action like eating or driving.
Yeah.
You find understanding happens way faster.
It adds a visual layer.
Totally. Like adding visual cues, a physical map to your words makes the message much clearer. And here's something comforting. A lot of Americans are pretty used to interacting with travelers, tourists, immigrants from all over.
Yeah, it's a diverse country.
They're often quite skilled at reading between the lines, into incomplete sentences or accents. And they use gestures themselves to help bridge gaps. They're often pretty patient, actually.
Yes, and that really speaks to the universal language of body communication, doesn't it? It's fundamental. It crosses cultural and linguistic barriers.
Right.
When verbal stuff is limited or tricky, gestures become incredibly powerful for reducing ambiguity. A simple nod for agreement, a head shake for no, an open hand asking for clarification.
It provides that groundwork. Exactly. A strong groundwork that the words can then build on creates a whole picture for understanding. It's a vital ally, especially early on, but really throughout the whole learning process.
So, if we boil it all down, the core philosophy here seems really clear. Communication isn't mainly about perfect grammar.
No, it's about connection.
It's about making a connection. If you can connect using basic phrases, a genuine smile, a polite tone, some gestures, you're already surviving in the USA way better than you might think.
You're getting your meaning across.
You're conveying intent, building rapport, getting things done, even if your English journey is just starting. It's about being effective, right? Not flawless.
Absolutely. Effectiveness over perfection.
Okay. So we've got those foundational magic keys, the power of nonverbals. Let's take a slightly deeper dive now into specific, sometimes high-stakes situations, shops and restaurants.
Ah, yes, the front lines of daily life.
These are places where you might feel, extra pressure to communicate well. Imagine that rush of anxiety again. You walk into a busy American restaurant, air's full of smells, chatter, clatter.
Sensory overload sometimes.
Totally. Friendly waiter comes up, hands you a menu, full of words you don't know, ingredients that sound weird, dishes you can't pronounce. Your heart picks up a bit.
Mm-hmm. The what-ifs start.
What if I say it wrong? What if I can't even say the name of the food I want? Or maybe you have allergies. And the thought of explaining that in shaky English feels terrifying.
It's a moment ripe for panic, definitely.
But here's the secret again. You don't need perfect English. You just need a strategy. It's not about avoiding it. It's about engaging confidently with simple tools.
Exactly. That anxiety around ordering or finding things in a store, it's so common. Often comes from fear of like a social mistake or just being totally misunderstood.
Leading to the wrong food or just frustration.
Right. But having a clear, simple strategy can just bypass those tricky language hurdles.
Yeah.
It shifts the focus from perfect words to just solving the problem in the moment, which is way more empowering.
Okay, so let's break down strategic ordering in restaurants first. One truly magic word to lock away. Recommend.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
To recommend, just means to suggest something, give a helpful idea, maybe a personal favorite. So you can use this amazing phrase, can you recommend something?
Simple, polite, effective.
It works wonders. Waiters who usually want you to have a good time and give good service
Part of the job, often.
will typically smile and happily suggest something popular, maybe a signature dish. This strategy totally saves you from struggling with the menu, avoids any pronunciation awkwardness.
It's like outsourcing the decision to an expert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you often end up with something really good.
And this ties right into that customer service culture in the U.S. you mentioned. Service staff aren't just order takers. They're often trained, even genuinely motivated to help customers make the experience better.
Right, personalize it.
So when you ask for a recommendation, you're not just asking about food. You're inviting them to engage, share their knowledge, guide you. It creates this positive, collaborative vibe, shows trust in their judgment.
Which is appreciated.
Yeah.
It marks you as an open, receptive customer, often leads to even better service. Plus, yeah, you might discover something amazing you'd never pick yourself.
Okay, good strategy. But what if you're not feeling that adventurous? Or you actually see something on the menu that looks good?
Even simpler option then.
Yeah.
Just say, I'll take this one. And here's the vital part. Say it while clearly, definitely pointing to the item of the menu.
The pointing superpower.
It's incredibly effective, especially if pronunciation is tricky. It's clear, direct, no room for misunderstanding. Pointing, plus those few words, total survival superpower in a restaurant.
Gets the job done smoothly.
Exactly. Waiter knows what you want, no confusion. You can add please too. I'll take this one, please.
Yeah.
Even better.
Okay, restaurants covered. Now let's switch to shopping. Supermarkets. Another place for potential anxiety, especially those huge American ones.
Aisles and aisles.
Right. Imagine you're looking for rice. Just rice. But you cannot find it. Hundreds of packages, where is it? Instead of getting flustered or just wandering forever,
Ask someone.
just ask a direct, simple question. You can say, where is rice? Or even simpler, rice. Just like that, with a questioning tone, make eye contact with an employee.
Both work fine.
Perfectly well. And this is a key cultural insight. Americans are used to short, direct questions in shops. You really don't need to overcomplicate it.
No need for, could you please kindly direct me to the location of the rice?
Exactly. That sounds way too formal, even a bit stiff. Rice, where? Gets the meaning across efficiently. An employee will usually just point or walk you right over.
And that efficiency, that directness, it's pretty typical in American retail, wouldn't you say?
I think so.
Especially for getting information in a busy store, there's an expectation of clarity. Overly formal language can actually slow things down, sound less natural. A short question, even if grammatically off, gets straight to the point.
Allows the assistant to help quickly.
It's about clarity of intent, not linguistic beauty contests in these situations. Just getting it done.
Right. And while you're at the checkout, another golden word. Absolutely essential for almost any purchase. Receipt.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget the receipt.
That little piece of paper they give you after you pay seems minor, but it's critical. Especially if you need to return something later or there's an issue with the charge.
Returns can be impossible without it sometimes.
Exactly. Lose it, and returning something becomes a real pain. Some stores just won't do it. So learn to say confidently, I need the receipt. Or, can I have the receipt, please?
Simple, clear, effective.
Protects you from hassle later. This one little phrase can save you a lot of trouble.
Good tip. Very practical.
And here's that cultural tip again. Can't stress it enough. In the U.S., people really value politeness over perfection.
Always worth repeating.
Adding simple words like please and thank you, even if the rest of your English feels shaky, makes a huge difference in how people see you and respond.
This softens the interaction immediately.
Instantly makes it sound friendlier, more respectful. Like saying rice please gets a way better reaction than a perfectly formed but cold question like where is the rice located?
Builds that bridge of goodwill.
Creates a positive interaction right from the start.
That's a really powerful point. If you connect it to the bigger picture, it just highlights how social graces, basic politeness, can often just override linguistic precision. They smooth out that potential friction.
Yeah.
Politeness isn't just nice. It's a fundamental social lubricant. Shows respect, signals you value the interaction, and that often encourages people to be way more patient, understanding, helpful in return, regardless of your grammar.
It's universal, really.
Pretty much. A basic human courtesy that works everywhere.
And let's not forget body language again. It's your primary tool when words are limited.
Your backup system.
Think of yourself as an actor, right? Using words and movement. In a supermarket, can't remember milk. Point to the dairy section, mime pouring a glass or holding a carton.
Or in a restaurant, pointing at the menu item.
Exactly. Holding up a product you're trying to describe, miming, eating something delicious. It makes your message so much clearer. Your actions fill the gaps where vocabulary is missing.
Allows for intuitive understanding. Cuts through confusion.
Right. So, to boil all this down again, here's your survival formula for daily transactions. Survival English, simple phrases plus politeness plus gestures.
A winning combo.
Master those three, and you can confidently order food, shop, ask for directions, with way less of that paralyzing fear. You'll just be effective.
That thing's done.
Okay. So we've covered transactional survival, getting by day to day. Let's take an even deeper dive now. Something arguably more profound, more important for actually building a life here, making friends, building real connections.
The social side, which is huge.
This is where the challenge often feels even bigger, doesn't it? How do you make friends if your English feels broken?
The fear of misunderstanding gets amplified.
Totally. Not being able to express your personality, your humor, worrying you'll seem rude or not smart or just boring. It can be paralyzing. But here's the surprising, really liberating answer. Friendship doesn't start with perfect grammar.
Where does it start?
It starts with interest and effort. Your willingness to reach out, show genuine curiosity, make that effort to connect, that's way more significant than linguistic flawlessness.
Interest and effort. Okay.
So what does this mean for building a life here, beyond just buying stuff? It means your humanity, your curiosity, your courage. They matter far more than your grammar book. They're way more appealing.
It's a crucial distinction we often miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
We tend to put language skill on a pedestal above genuine human connection.
Yeah.
When actually, connection is often the catalyst for better language skills.
Yeah.
Focusing on interest and effort taps into universal things, empathy, curiosity, respect. They work across languages.
Encourages people to meet you halfway.
Exactly. They're more likely to be patient, help bridge the gaps, they see your intent, and that speaks volumes louder than perfect conjugation.
Okay, so how do you actually start these conversations, especially if you're feeling self-conscious?
Small steps.
We can use what we call conversation openers. Little, easy, low-pressure sentences designed just to start things off without committing you to some long, complex chat.
Like dipping a toe in the water.
Exactly. Say you're in a park. Someone's walking a dog. Instead of overthinking, just try something simple. Nice dog.
Easy. Friendly.
Or if the weather's nice, beautiful weather today. Even just being direct and honest. I'm new here, or I like your shirt. can be great disarming
Keeps the
openers.
pressure off.
Right. Once you get a response, even a small one, you can add another short line. Where are you from? Or, I like this place very much. Low pressure ways to see if there's a connection without that daunting feeling of needing a perfect conversation.
And this flows right into small talk.
Ah, the art of small talk.
Simple, casual chat about everyday stuff. Weather, hobbies, local events, sports, things you both see around you. It's not meant to be deep.
Just breaks the ice.
Exactly. Breaks the ice, builds rapport, makes people feel comfortable. Culturally, Americans really value small talk. It's a big part of social interaction. Shows friendliness, approachability, gauges if maybe there's potential for more.
And you don't need perfect English for it.
Absolutely not. Just need to seem friendly, open. It's the social lubricant.
Okay, here's a great trick. If you're stuck, not sure what to say next, or feel your English isn't up to a long speech, ask questions.
Shift the focus a bit.
Americans generally appreciate curiosity. Thoughtful questions keep the conversation going, show you're genuinely interested. Simple stuff like, what do you like to do around here? Can you show me where the best coffee shop is? Or even, how do you say this word in English? Super effective.
Keeps the ball rolling.
Totally. Keeps the dialogue alive, takes some pressure off you, and it turns your broken English into this amazing real-time learning opportunity. People often love teaching new words, explaining things, recommending places, usually with a smile.
They become your impromptu language teachers.
Exactly, right there in the moment.
And here's something else really powerful for disarming awkwardness and creating warmth. Humor and honesty.
Ah, yes.
Laughing at yourself. Even if your grammar's off, being able to laugh about your language struggles makes you instantly more relatable, more approachable. You can diffuse awkwardness by just saying something like, my English is not perfect, but I try.
Or sorry for my English, still learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That kind of open, self-deprecating honesty usually creates this warmth and understanding that perfect grammar just can't. It shows humility, courage, vulnerability. People respond incredibly well to that.
They see the effort, the human side.
Precisely.
I remember trying to explain something complex once in a language I was learning. Totally messed up the main verb.
Yeah.
I just stopped, laughed at myself, mimed the action, and said something like, my words, not good for this. The other person burst out laughing with me, got it instantly, then patiently taught me the right way.
Broke the ice completely.
Totally. Led to a much better conversation. That openness really does create connection.
It's a perfect example, and it raises an important point about how we view linguistic diversity, doesn't it? Instead of seeing broken English as a flaw,
See it as effort.
as a testament to incredible cognitive effort and cultural breadth. Here's a vital cultural insight for the U.S. Most people genuinely admire folks who speak more than one language.
Really?
Yes. If you say, English is not my first language, the reaction is often respect, curiosity, not judgment. It reframes your broken English. It's not weakness, it's proof of bravery. Communicating in a second language, a skill many native English speakers don't have.
Shows your global perspective, courage, unique background.
A badge of honor.
Yeah.
Seriously, not a mark of shame.
Wow. Okay, so summing up this section. The real ingredients for friendship in the USA, not grammar, accent, or vocabulary.
What are they then?
Friendliness, curiosity, and courage. Show genuine interest, make the effort, have the courage to speak up. People will be incredibly forgiving of mistakes.
And often become your best teachers.
Exactly. Guiding you, helping you, becoming real friends. It's about building bridges, one imperfect sentence at a time.
I like that. Building bridges.
Okay. Now, 4 may be the most counterintuitive, but also the most empowering idea of this whole deep dive. Turning your broken English from something to hide into an actual superpower.
The ultimate reframe.
Okay, let's really unpack this. How the very thing you might feel awkward about, the language you call broken, can actually be your unique advantage. Your strength sets you apart.
It's a complete perspective shift, isn't it? From something to hide to something to embrace, even be proud of.
Yeah.
Not just coping, but leveraging.
Leveraging.
Okay, exactly. This isn't just about getting by. It's about reevaluating perceived limits and seeing them as genuine assets. Your broken English, with its unique rhythm, its phrasing, it makes you distinct, memorable,
More authentic sometimes.
often, yeah, more authentic and more relatable than someone who only speaks one language perfectly. It signals a richer life experience, a broader worldview, a willingness to step outside your comfort zone.
Shows adaptability, cultural versatility.
It's a testament to who you are.
To really nail this point, let's look at some undeniable proof. History. The core principles of success in the USA. Think about it. Millions and millions of immigrants built incredibly successful lives here. Often starting with English that was, well, far from perfect.
Sometimes just a few basic phrases.
Right. People who arrived with little, but through sheer grit, built thriving businesses. Corner delis, restaurants, construction, tech startups,
Taxi drivers putting kids through college.
restaurant owners becoming local institutions,
Yeah.
entrepreneurs launching major companies, even university professors who started with limited English and now inspire thousands.
So what was the key?
What were the keys to their success? It wasn't perfect grammar. It was communication, persistence, and creativity, those fundamental human qualities. They transcended the language limits. They were the real engines of progress, connecting, adapting, keep moving forward.
And connecting that to the bigger picture. It really highlights how resilience, ingenuity, work ethic, determination,
Yeah.
these often just leap over language barriers on the path to success.
Yeah.
Language is vital, yes, but it's the human spirit, the ability to connect, adapt, persevere, that ultimately drives achievement. True competence isn't just linguistic precision. It's broader than that.
Okay. And this brings us right to the word accent.
The accent conversation.
An accent is just the way your words sound because of your first language. So many English learners feel super shy about their accent, think it means they're bad at English or sound wrong.
But the reality of the U.S.
The reality, accents are everywhere, totally ubiquitous.
Mhm.
From the Southern drawl to New York speed talk to California chill, even native speakers sound incredibly different.
Right, there's no single correct American accent.
Exactly. Your accent doesn't mean you're bad. It means you carry your culture with you. In your voice, it's like a unique flavor you add to the mix, enriches the conversation.
Can even be a positive thing.
Sometimes, yeah. It can spark curiosity, make people want to know your story, where you're from. It can be an icebreaker, a conversation starter, not a barrier.
Like different regional foods, maybe?
That's a great analogy. You wouldn't say Italian food is broken because it's different from Mexican food, right? You'd say it have unique flavor, character, makes things interesting. Your accent is just like that. Adds richness, individuality, makes you stand out in a good way.
I like that analogy. And alongside accent, there's the immense power of resourcefulness.
Being resourceful, finding smart solutions.
Exactly. When you don't have everything you need, especially the precise word you're looking for, like if you forget umbrella,
Yeah.
instead of just stopping, giving up.
Explain it another way.
Right. Just say, the thing for rain, keep dry, or, can't remember, screwdriver. Maybe the tool to turn the small metal things.
And people usually get it.
Most people will understand instantly from context, from your description, this ability to adapt, communicate using synonyms, descriptions, gestures, even drawing. It's a crucial skill for immigrants, for anyone in a new place.
Shows adaptability, problem solving.
Cognitive flexibility. Qualities that are super valuable everywhere, not just in language.
Okay. And here's the real magic. When you speak, even with broken English, but you do it with a clear, positive tone, a genuine smile, people notice your confidence.
Confidence is key.
That internal belief, I can do this, it's often way more persuasive than perfect accuracy. When you deliver your message with conviction, even if the grammar is a bit off, Americans usually get the meaning.
And more importantly,
They respect the effort, your willingness to engage, your attitude. That self-assurance makes a huge, real difference in how your words land. It commands attention, respect.
absolutely. Those nonverbal confidence cues, eye contact, posture, clear tone, they boost the message. Shows you believe you can communicate, which encourages the listener to believe it too, and work with you.
Creates that mutual effort.
Build stronger connections.
Then all this encourages what we call a growth mindset towards language.
Learning as you go.
Every mistake isn't a failure. It's a necessary step forward. Vital. Think of it like this. The more you speak, the more you experiment, the faster your English improves.
Practice makes progress.
Your broken English becomes this daily tool for survival, connection, continuous learning. It's like training in public, refining skills, gaining fluency, while living your life, engaging, achieving goals.
It's a powerful cycle. Feeds on itself.
So ultimately, instead of letting broken English be a source of shame or anxiety, embrace it. See it as undeniable proof of your bravery.
Your willingness to step up.
Step out of the comfort zone, communicate across cultures, adapt, grow in real life. And that, much more than perfect grammar, is what truly defines survival, connection, and, success in the USA.
Well said.
So we've just done a pretty extensive deep dive into how your broken English can actually be your superpower here in the US. We've uncovered some really powerful strategies today, haven't we?
Definitely some key takeaways.
We started by acknowledging that fear, that anxiety of not being understood. Then we looked at those magic key phrases. Can you help me, please? Where is? How they open doors.
The basics.
We talked navigating shops, restaurants, strategic questions, politeness, gestures. Then making friends, discovering curiosity, friendliness, courage matter more than grammar.
Right.
And finally, we totally reframed broken English. Not a weakness, but a unique strength. Makes you memorable, authentic, resourceful.
The big idea, the thing we really want you to hold on to from this deep dive, is fundamental. Broken English is still English.
It works.
It communicates, it connects. And crucially, it helps you live your life right now. It's a functioning tool, even if it's not perfectly polished. It gets the job done.
And that critical mistake people make.
Waiting until their English feels perfect before they dare to speak, dare to engage. But the truth is, perfection never comes first. Consistent practice does.
Practice means using what you have.
Right now, even if it's broken, clumsy, imperfect, use it.
Exactly. Think about progress, moving forward, taking steps, even small ones, awkward ones, maybe stumbling sometimes.
Every attempt counts.
Every single time you order food, ask a question, introduce yourself in your broken English, you are making progress. Building fluency step by step, mistake by mistake, growing confidence with every interaction.
And the reassurance.
The beautiful, reassuring truth. Most Americans aren't sitting there judging your grammar. They appreciate the effort, the courage, the willingness to try. That positive intent goes such a long way.
Builds those connections.
So this isn't just about listening, this deep dive. It's about empowerment, action. We want you to act on it.
Your personal challenge.
Right now, as you finish listening, go out and use one strategy. Go to a cafe, a shop. Talk to a friend online. Use a survival phrase. Ask a simple question. Try some small talk.
Just try.
Each attempt, no matter how small or imperfect it feels, builds your confidence, strengthens skills, makes these lessons real. It's the only way to truly learn.
And this brings up a final important question for you to think about. How many rich experiences, how many profound connections, how many opportunities might you miss if you let chasing linguistic perfection overshadow the simple courage just to engage?
Wow. Yeah.
Remember, broken English isn't the end of communication. It's the vibrant, brave, and incredibly rewarding beginning of connection. Use it, be proud of it, and let it take you further than you ever imagined.